Finally, the moment everyone on this channel has been waiting for is here. And if you're new here, trust me, you're going to enjoy this story just as much. Guys, imagine attending a luxurious fashion launch, and suddenly the entire event turns into a terrorist attack. Sounds crazy, right? But this is exactly how the story of Cha Young-han and Young Hae-yoon begins. So without wasting a second, let's jump right into it. Today is a huge day in the city of Yuv. A grand launch event is taking place for Lavella's new scents and fragrances, one of the biggest fashion brands in the city. The event itself is being held inside the magnificent Paramount building, owned by the powerful Ray Corporation, the company that turned the once quiet rural lands of Yuv into the dazzling city everyone admires today. Standing on the stage is the CEO of Lavella, Cha Young-han. People often describe him as a man who inherited his father's strict and cold personality, but his appearance, that came from his beautiful mother. And honestly, his looks alone could steal anyone's attention. While he delivers his speech confidently, two men sitting in the audience whisper to each other. They quietly talk about how serious and grumpy the CEO always seems. One of them even says that if his mother were still alive, she would probably be very proud of him. But despite all his hard work, Lavella's fragrances haven't been fully accepted by the people of Yuv yet. Even with massive promotions, their signature scents still haven't achieved the success everyone expected. Some people believe this might be karma, because the CEO once tried to gain a larger share of the company and its profits. Still, Cha Young-han confidently ends his speech with a promise. He assures everyone that Lavella will soon introduce a completely new kind of beauty to the people of Yuv. After the speech ends, Manager Han approaches him and reminds him about his next appointment. They begin leaving the hall. But suddenly, the doors burst open. Armed men rush inside. Within seconds, the entire hall falls into chaos. Terrorists. Gunshots echo everywhere as people scream and run for their lives. Several people collapse as bullets fly across the room. Cha Young-han quickly tries to hide behind cover. No one knows whether this attack is because other countries are jealous of Yuv's rapid growth, or if the real target is the CEO himself. Before he can think any further, one of the terrorists grabs him by the neck and begins choking him. His vision starts fading, the world around him slowly turning dark. And just when it seems like everything is over, special forces suddenly storm into the building. Like a ray of light entering a dark room, the soldiers begin taking down the attackers. Startled by the sudden intervention, the terrorists try to finish the CEO quickly. One of them raises his gun to shoot. But before he can pull the trigger, a special forces soldier strikes him hard across the face, knocking him unconscious instantly. It was a very close call. The CEO barely escaped getting shot. But the soldier who saved him wasn't so lucky. Another attacker fires his weapon and the bullet hits her arm. Blood splashes slightly onto Cha Young-han's face as she shields him with her own body. Her fellow soldier immediately retaliates and knocks the attacker down from behind. He orders the injured soldier to escort the CEO to safety while he calls for backup. Only then does Cha Young-han realize something surprising. The soldier protecting him is actually a woman. In the chaos earlier, he hadn't noticed her delicate features beneath the combat gear. And strangely enough, amidst the smell of gunpowder and blood in the air, he notices her scent. A soft, sweet fragrance that somehow cuts through the horrible smell surrounding them. It's a scent he knows he'll never forget. Soon, they reach the rooftop of the building, waiting for a rescue helicopter. Even though she's injured, the female soldier insists on returning to help her partner inside. But as she tries to move, she almost collapses from blood loss. The CEO quickly steadies her. He reminds her that she has already lost too much blood and needs medical treatment immediately. Reluctantly, she agrees to leave with him. Trying to reassure him, she says she will do whatever it takes to protect him, especially since she noticed that he seems a little uncomfortable with heights and helicopters. When they finally land safely, the CEO catches a glimpse of her name tag. But before he can say anything, a terrifying realization spreads among the soldiers. A bomb. The explosive device inside the building still hasn't been found. Either everyone evacuates immediately, or the entire building could explode. The soldiers are trained for situations like this, but even they can't hide their panic. Suddenly, the female soldier turns around and runs back inside the building to save the remaining people. Cha Young-han tries to stop her, but the other soldiers hold him back. The only thing he can do is shout her name, Young-hee. But even hearing her name doesn't make her stop. And from that moment, Cha Young-han knows he will never forget her. Not that night, not that feeling, not the strange connection he felt. 12 months later, the story between Cha Young-han and that mysterious soldier still hasn't truly begun. It's a freezing winter night in Seoul, South Korea. Snow covers the streets as a young woman walks through the cold, clearly regretting not wearing more layers of clothing. Yes, she is the same soldier from that terrifying night, Young Hae-yoon. As she walks down the street, her eyes suddenly land on a gigantic billboard. On it is a familiar face, Cha Young-han, holding a bottle of Lavella fragrance, smiling confidently at the camera. Over the past year, Lavella has grown massively, and its advertisements now dominate the streets of Seoul. For a moment, Hae-yoon just stands there, staring at the billboard, almost as if she's hypnotized by the CEO's perfectly sculpted face. But suddenly, someone calls her by a name she barely recognizes. It's her military senior. Apparently, that unfamiliar name was the nickname she used during her active duty days. Her senior laughs and reminds her how terrifying she used to be in the military. Back then, everyone called her Blade Ghost. Even hearing that nickname almost erases the memory of her real name. Her senior also admits something funny. She too was surprised by how handsome the CEO looks in person. According to rumors, he looks exactly the same in real life as he does on every advertisement billboard. Hae-yoon feels that might be a bit exaggerated, since she already saw him during that chaotic night. Still, there's no denying that Lavella has expanded a lot. What used to be a fashion company now sells almost everything related to beauty and cosmetics. From perfumes, to skincare, to clothing. If it's beauty-related, Lavella probably sells it. As they continue walking, her senior suddenly remembers how cold it is outside. She offers Hae-yoon a jacket. At first, Hae-yoon refuses. But her senior teasingly says that if her heart is this cold without a boyfriend, at least her body should stay warm. Embarrassed, she finally accepts the jacket. Meanwhile, on the busy streets of Hongdae, something unusual is happening. Cha Young-han himself is walking around with manager Han, checking the stores where Lavella products are being sold. It's Christmas season. Yet instead of celebrating with his family, the CEO is personally analyzing small stores and their marketing results. Manager Han is completely confused by his boss's behavior. Suddenly, the CEO tells him that the secretary position is still vacant. He orders Manager Han to find someone capable enough to handle his intense schedule. But that's easier said than done. Every secretary who worked for him in the past resigned within 2 months. And this time the CEO wants someone who is strong not only mentally, but physically as well. Before Manager Han can think any further, the CEO suddenly asks him if he wants to enter a nearby store. Inside that store are Lavella's experimental clothing designs. The CEO wants to see how customers react to them. Unfortunately, the results are disappointing. He asks the store manager what the problem might be. She nervously says the products were arranged perfectly for display. But this only makes the CEO even more angry. He asks her whether she has actually observed customers' reactions, or if she only focused on organizing the shelves. Just then, Hae-yoon and her senior walk into the same store. Cha Young-han immediately notices one of his designs displayed inside. At the same moment, Hae-yoon bluntly comments that none of the clothes in the store match her taste at all. Everyone freezes in shock. Manager Han can't believe someone just insulted the designs of Cha Young-han so casually. As Hae-yoon and her senior prepare to leave, the CEO suddenly approaches them. With his usual charm and elegance, he tries to convince them to buy something. Her senior is instantly impressed because she is a huge fan of the CEO. Even the staff are shocked to see their cold CEO personally promoting clothes. But Hae-yoon remains completely unmoved. Without buying anything, she simply walks out of the store. The CEO watches her leave, slightly frustrated. At that exact moment, someone suddenly rushes past them and steals the CEO's phone. Manager Han immediately shouts in alarm. Outside the store, Hae-yoon is still wondering why that man behaved so strangely. Her senior asks if she has ever met him before. Hae-yoon is about to answer, but suddenly someone crashes into her. It's the same man who just stole the CEO's phone. And guys, should we continue this series or not? It completely depends on you. Whatever, please leave your thoughts, and also don't forget to subscribe. Take care and goodbye.